All right, y'all, Rick's About the Morning Show, man. We are joined this morning by a genuine icon of R&B, and he has generated over 23 billion streams across his catalog. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all please welcome the one and only Neo in the building.
Yeah. What's going on?
What's up?
Man, one of the best stage shows on earth. I promise
Thank you, brother.
Seen it with my own eyes, man. Let me just tell you, man, we just played your new song, Up, Out, Gone. And we absolutely love it. And it definitely has a mix of country, R&B, and pop, pop vibes all in one.
Yes,
but how would you describe the new sound?
Well, that's the thing. This whole project is full of music inspired by all the things I love about country music. Like fun fact, I've been a country music fan for a real long time. A large part of why I write the way I write is because of country music. I was introduced to it when I was around 8 or 9 years old. So my mom worked 3-4 jobs, you know what I'm saying? You know how that thing go. But I would wait for her to come home every night, growing up in Las Vegas, of course. So I would wait for her to come home every night. She'd come home with a different kind of music every night. Yeah, so one night she came home with Reba McEntire, who I did not know who this was, but the first country song I ever heard was Fancy by Reba McEntire. I don't know if you're familiar, but if not, you should check that out. And I was hooked. It was the storytelling of it. It was the vulnerability of it. It was the fact that, you know, it was it was kind of a tragedy to triumph type story. But anyway, I fell in love with the cadence. I fell in love with the sound. And I always took the best parts of country music to me and incorporated them into the music I was already writing. So this wasn't much of a jump, to be honest.
You know, one of the best stories, that damn Charlie Daniels band, the devil went down to Georgia.
Man,
he was looking for a soul to steal.
That's
He
one of
was
the
coming
ones.
down.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Let's make a deal. Boy, that damn Charlie Daniels band, the devil went down to Georgia. I swear.
Yes, sir.
All-time favorite.
But who is your favorite country artist?
Favorite country artist? Probably Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
I know more of his songs than anybody else. But I there's a whole bunch of new country artists that I appreciate as well. I ain't as familiar with the names. But yeah, we went down to Nashville for like a month and a half to do this project. You know, I told myself I wasn't gonna do anything country inspired and not touch Nashville. That don't make no sense. Right. But it was a breath of fresh air, man. Just writing down there. You know, nobody walked in the studio with their ego. You know what I'm saying? It was just about making some good music. And, you know, the sessions was early because people had to go get their kids. It was like real life, like real people stuff. You know what I mean? It was good. It was good.
I did not know. Now, I told you how much I love this song.
Indeed.
I didn't know the country was intentional. I thought it just was sounded, you know, like country music. But I love, because I grew up on country music. I had to watch Hee Haw, Porter Wagoner, Dolly Parton, Charlie Pride. All the country people. I had to listen to that growing up.
One of the things I love about country music is that you could be a dude with a dog and a regular job and like they celebrating you. Like it's just celebrating being a regular person. You ain't got to be the coolest dude in the room. You ain't got to have all the money. You ain't got to always get the girl.
Right.
Dolly Parton's Jolene is about a woman begging another woman not to take a man.
Right.
Yes, she did.
You would never hear an R&B artist sing this song because everybody too cool. Everybody too cool to admit
So
it.
right.
That was one of my favorite songs too. Jolene, honey, by
It's
Smoke.
vulnerability, man. It's like it's the reality of like 90% of the world. Everybody ain't cool like that. It's just what it is.
No,
And
but
there's
I
ain't nothing
will
wrong with it.
ask you this though. Did you ask Beyonce if you could do country?
I did not. Why would I? Why would I ask?
Well, I thought
He's
she
being
was
so
a big
messy.
country. I thought she was a big country.
Leo, why is it so hard for like black artists to be accepted in the country music world? Why? I understand they're overprotective and all of that stuff, but country music kind of started with black people, as a lot of music did.
It ain't no kinda. It definitely did.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't. Okay, so when I let it be known that I was gonna do this project. You know how people put their fears on you, right? You know, somebody go down there and have a bad experience, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, don't go down there because this gonna happen, that gonna happen," and they clickish and they do this. That was not my experience.
Oh, good.
Now, I don't know if I can't speak on nobody else's experience, you know, from what it was then, but now the doors is wide open. They want you to come over there and experience what it is they doing, but they want you to do it for the right reason. They don't want you to come over there, get a bag, and leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to appreciate the craft, and I had no problem with that. I've had an amazing Nashville, an amazing country experience. I got to perform at the Grand Ole Opry, which is like
a
country
dream
royalty.
come true. Yes,
man. So and that was probably the most nervous I've been in a really, really long time because I felt like, all right, if I'm gonna get any kind of backlash or any kind of pushback is probably going to be here because this is
Right.
like old school traditional country.
You better not mess up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
But Neil, on that same vein, wouldn't you say that the artistry kind of overrides the biases when it comes to music? Like at the end of the day, the artistry is what it's all about, and it's not really the different. All the genres blend in together: country, gospel, jazz, R&B, hip hop, rock. It all kind of is a whole gumbo of just artistry and creativity. So it
I agree with
overrides
you.
all of that.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, in a perfect world, it would override all that, but everybody don't think like that. However, I gotta say, all of the negativity that I expected to find in Nashville, I ain't found none of it.
That's
it
awesome.
didn't happen like that.
Good
it was
for
all
you.
love.
Did you get to go around to like some of the little local bars downtown and hear those
Oh,
guys?
yeah.
Oh, you know what it is.
Man.
Yeah, man.
So this song is kind of inspired by, so Broadway is the name of the street. And to anybody that don't know, if you've never been to Nashville, street called Broadway, it's just bars on bars on bars.
Yes.
Like just as far as the eye can see. And the crazy thing is you can poke your head in any of these bars at any given moment and hear somebody on stage live just killing it. Like, damn, why you ain't got a record deal? And dude's like,
Right.
no, I'm here every Saturday, bro. I don't need, I'm good. Like they really appreciate the music still out there. Like that was one of the things I really loved about it. Yeah, man.
Nice.
So it's interesting to me because you wrote Irreplaceable, which is arguably one of the hottest and biggest songs of the 2000s. And I heard, you have to clear this rumor up, that it was really a country song.
That is not a rumor. That is actually true. So when I first got to the studio that day with Stargate, shout out to Stargate, there was no drums on it yet. It was just the guitar strum part. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to do some country today. All right, cool. So I kind of wrote it the way that I wrote it in the style of a country song. And then they put the drums on it later on, which kind of gave it a whole other thing. And yeah, man, that's part of the reason that song is what it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Again, the storytelling element, just the reality part of it, you know, the relatability part of it. That's one of the key elements of country music to me, is that no matter who you are, no matter how much money you got, you can relate to what's going on here. You know what I mean?
You know, Neo, man, this thing been on my spirit all week. You know that Easter has not been the same since they got rid of Payless shoes.
Wow.
Mr. Smiley, we have company in the building.
That's a good part.
Let that thing sit on you.
I had not thought about that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit with that one for a minute.
So speaking of
Payless.
Payless, Neo,
Man, oh man.
you also in the gaming, right? You and T-Pain nominated for a Webby Award. Tell us about that.
Yes,
a bit.
sir.
Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Shouts to the Global Gaming League. It's a new concept. Celebrity team owners, but it's basically we trying to make the NFL of gaming. You know, so I have a team. T-Pain has a team. Shout out to my man Clint Sparks, a large part of putting the whole thing together. Actually got a championship match happening very, very soon. Me and Howie Mandel has a team as well, and they're pretty good. But we gonna take them down anyway. But yeah, it's
I would
it's,
love
it's
to see
basically,
that. How can we watch that?
Oh, dang. It's on YouTube right now.
Okay.
But I think, you know, because it's still very, very new. It's only like 5 or 6 teams right this second. I got a team. I think Snoop got a team now. T-Pain's team, Howie Mandel's team. Wallow and Gilly, they got a team. Yeah, so it's a new concept, but it's dope. I gotta say it's dope. It's not just the current games. It's like all games. Like every team, you have a specialist for a specific game. So like the last one, we played everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Like we went all the way across the board. It's every game.
Tetris.
Yeah, man. It's like one of the only leagues where you don't like you could be an old man and a kid and be on the same damn team
league,
because you
yeah.
know the old man, he gonna know something about the older games and then the kid gonna know something about the newer games, and it just brings everybody together.
Yeah, I
It's
need to
togetherness.
show y'all something about Miss Pac-Man. I
Oh,
can't
come
be
on.
touched on Miss Pac-Man.
Come on.
I'll kill you.
Or
I'll
Gallagher.
kill you.
Or Gallagher.
I
Let's
would
go.
kill you in both.
You know what?
go.
No, you won't.
You could get a team. I'm gonna call Clinton. You could get a team. For real.
I bet.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we are so excited. Y'all, more with Neo coming up. Ricky Smiley
Yeah.
Morning Show.
Hey.
Y'all, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. We got Neo in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Now, let me ask you. You said that 1 in a Million was your favorite music video to shoot. What made what made that day so special and memorable for you?
1 in a million. 1 in a million. I remember that. Well, first and foremost, that whole album, the Lieberscare album, was my first time trying to direct a music video, and if you watch those videos from let me see, it was Beautiful Monster, Champagne Life, and 1 in a Million. And if you watch them in that order, you see that they get better as they go. Because I was literally learning as we went. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. How the hell would they let me direct the video? Anyway, I know what I'm doing now, but at the time I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So 1 in a Million was my favorite because by that time, again, I knew a little bit more about what I was doing. I knew what I wanted it to look like, what angles I wanted to shoot from, and everything. And I feel like that video came out the best. So yeah, that was a special one.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love the title of that song because Gary, it take you back to that original. That damn Larry Graham with all our stepdads used to play when they be mad at our mama. When our mama get ready to leave our stepdad, 1 in a million.
Chance of a lifetime.
Oh, Lord, Jesus.
So, Neo, you have written hits for everybody, and we already talked about Irreplaceable for Beyonce, Rihanna, Jennifer Hudson, just everybody. The list is so long. But who would you like to write for that you haven't written for?
Good question, and that's a long list. I'm gonna shorten it though. Let me see. I'm a huge fan of SZA. I love what she does. I know she got her own pen, but I would love to get in the studio and see what me and her could create.
That would be dope.
Just recently got in with Kehlani. That's one scratched off the bucket list. It's one of the dopest voices, period, right now. Man, so me and Brandy went in and did some stuff a while back, and it got stolen and leaked.
No.
What?
Yeah. I'll never forget this. So somebody broke into the studio, broke into Sony Studios in New York. This was a few years back. Somebody broke into studios and stole all the hard drives, and then like 2 weeks later, all the music that we did wound up on the internet. You could probably still find it on the internet somewhere. So yeah, that sucks. I would really love to go in with Brandy and do that the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff didn't make it.
I just wonder how somebody can break in a damn studio.
They can, and they do, child.
Listen. Where there's a will and that.
Come on now.
So, but if you want to do that, what's stopping you? Because
absolutely
you're
nothing.
Neo, she's Brandy.
Nothing at all, other than schedule. Her schedule got her moving left. Mine got me moving right. It's nothing specific stopping it other than just making it happen. And I'm a little busy, and she a little busy. So,
Right.
So Neil, what's one piece of advice or life lesson that you absolutely want your kids to know?
That them just being who the hell they are is okay. That you don't have to be what you see on IG. You don't have don't compare yours to what's going on so I'm raising 5 boys and 2 girls, right?
Yes.
My oldest boy is 14, and that's the conversation that we have the most right now is that what you see on IG you do not have to compete with that. You do not have to compare yourself to that. You can just be who you are, and that is enough. Like all that following this trend and none of that matters at the end of the day. The coolest thing you can do is just be who the hell you are, because it's only one you.
That's great advice, and kids need to know that, especially now, because there's a lot of pressure on kids in that generation. They compare themselves
clout
and they
chase
feel
world
like,
right now.
Yeah, we're in the world of clout chasers and fakers.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So we're gonna go into this lightning round right here. You ready to have some fun? Here we go.
Come on, man. What we doing?
All right. So these are like 1-word answers or whatever. All right, here we go. All right. What movie title describes your life?
Damn. 1 word?
No, not 1 word, but just quick
Movie
answer.
title.
I don't know, man. Damn. The Shining. Hell, I don't know.
There you go.
Don't ask me why. I watched that the other night. I don't know.
All right. The best strip club you ever been to?
Oh, Magic City. Definitely.
Come on.
Absolutely. All right. What's one thing you secretly, terrible at that people might assume that you might be good at?
Terrible at that people might assume that I was good at. I can't drive to save my life. I realize this. Yeah.
Leo?
I'm a man that is aware of his limitations. You know what I'm saying? There's things I do exceptionally well and things that I should just not do. And I've learned that driving is one of them things. You know what? If you see me coming, just move.
Just move.
Just move.
Do you have wrecks?
I'm leaning on the horn. Just move. Get out the way. It's
Sound like
that
Gary.
simple.
Okay.
It's that simple. I just, if they could do it to where nobody else on the road but me when I drive, I'd be all right. But it's the other people. It's the other people around.
Now, if you was not in music, what would you be doing?
Oh, man. Serving fries or something. I didn't give myself a plan B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was this or I was going to be sitting outside this radio station begging for change or something.
You're a great
Now, the
actor,
next-
though, by the way. You're a great actor.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, the next two going to be tough. Favorite hip-hop song?
Damn.
I know.
Come on, man. You can't. This is not lightning round questions. These questions require thought.
And then the best love song of all time. That's the next question.
See, okay.
Yes, sir.
Favorite hip hop song.
Ooh. See, murder F them other niggas.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, Ricky.
You know what? Right now, anything by Tribe Called Quest. I just recently
Yeah.
went back down the Tribe Called Quest rabbit hole, and
All right, best love
doing
song of
something.
all time.
of all time, Michael Jackson's "Lady in My Life."
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a pimp. Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
Number one.
All right. So when you eat grits, do you use sugar or salt?
Sugar.
Man, come on, Neil. That's
Sugar.
cream of wheat. You know that's cream of wheat.
No.
You know that's
on,
cream.
Neil.
Thank you.
Sugar. What's
Thank
That's why
wrong
you
with
can't
that's
drive.
Yes. Yes. You can either use
Sugar in
sugar
them damn
or you
grits.
can do salt and pepper. Either one.
You could go either way with it,
Yes.
but I prefer sugar. to be
See?
honest with you.
All right.
Thank you.
In the versus battle, who won, Tank or Tyrese?
Tank took that one. Yeah.
Okay.
But you
All
know,
right.
I knew Tank was gonna take that one though, just because
Right.
it's like Tank is a writer and an artist. So it almost wasn't fair. But shouts to Tyrese, though he did his thing.
Absolutely. All right,
However,
Nero,
I'm looking at turtlenecks totally different for the rest of my life.
I don't give a damn what it say.
That
I'm wearing
man
my
made a
turtleneck.
whole song
About
about a
turtleneck.
damn turtleneck.
Yeah.
3-part harmony, turtleneck. Come on now. That was crazy. No, that was dope though.
That was fun, man. I just love to see a good competition that's done in fun
Yeah.
and love like
Yeah.
that, man. You know, you just
Yeah.
walked away from that feeling like real proud to be in the, to be a part of the culture. Hey, man,
Yeah.
we are really, really proud of you. And let everybody know where they can find you, find your official accounts, and get your tickets to your shows.
Copy that. So the IG is just Neo, N-E-Y-O, plain and simple. It's Twitter, X, what is it now? Is it X?
I don't even-
It's X now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
All right. At Neo Compound is the X. The Facebook, you know how to do Facebook, just Neo / the whole thing. About to go on tour with Akon. Me and Akon is hitting the road real
Yeah.
soon.
Nice.
We starting it off in the UK, hitting Canada, Australia, and then working our way back towards North America. I do not know exactly when you should buy your tickets, but because we still working all that out. However, we definitely coming back this way, and it's going to be a show worth seeing. So yeah, you should check it out.
There it is, y'all. Neo in the building, man. Go ahead and introduce your new song for everybody.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, brand new Neo project coming this year, not titled yet, but the current single is called Up, Out, and Gone. Check it out.
There it is, y'all. Neo in the building, y'all. Morning Morning Show coming